All right, everyone, Simply Bitcoin. We break down the news from Twitter, the daily fail, meme review, software releases, and the websites by Plebs. Drop us a like, subscribe. All right, we're going to the numbers. Let's do this. At the time of this recording, the Bitcoin block height is 685,311. The Bitcoin price, 34,935. Chain rewrite days, 706. Total public Lightning capacity, 1,373.84. And the Bitcoin versus gold market cap, 5.28%. And the sats per dollar, 2,860.
Dude, but that Lightning Network capacity, man, if you just focus on the fundamentals and you just put the fiat price aside, it's growing, man.
It is. Isn't it crazy?
Growing. It's growing.
It's like everybody's sitting here all focused on the price, like, the price. But in the meantime, like this is what we love, right? The Bitcoin infrastructure doesn't give a shit. It just keeps going.
Yeah, man.
We love it.
And look, like if the price jump was that important, why did the Lightning Network go up?
Yeah, exactly, right?
It's like basically people continue to keep building, man. And if people continue to keep building, the fundamentals get stronger and number go up. Technology never fails.
Nope. Very nice.
Very nice. But anyways, Phil, it's time for
the Daily Fail. Lee Reiners or whatever his name is, his latest Wall Street Journal FUD article, opinion, ban cryptocurrency to fight ransomware. Oh my gosh. Because we all know that if you ban cryptocurrency, there will never be ransom ever again. The fact that the fact that ransoms existed before cryptocurrency, that's irrelevant, right? It's only relevant because it's ransom online and it's cryptocurrency that facilitates it. Again, right? This is the same thing like, those situations where, you're going to ban, you're going to ban a fork, because you can be used as a weapon. Yes, there's a double-edged sword to everything and there are trade-offs, right? But at the end of the day, the amount of, I'd say the amount of positive trade-offs that we get for Bitcoin far outstrip the very small and shrinking negatives of Bitcoin. So again, these guys are writing all these FUD pieces. In the meantime, the price is down 50%. All of their, or at least this is my belief, all of their overlords are freaking buying Bitcoin right now and stacking, off of this FUD that they're creating. And you'll see, as soon as they believe that they're in the right position, their tune will change, their articles will change, and all of a sudden we're back to the sunny skies and everything's wonderful. What do you think?
Yeah, man, it's the corporate media. It's, mainstream. I find it funny. He used the same picture for the other fail that we did the other day. It's like
Bitcoin facilitates.
It's that same narrative. You saw that video from the Chinese something, their propaganda, their international propaganda network, CCTV something, and the guy was like,
Bitcoin will become the ultimate type of form of currency then adopted by human society. I can tell you exactly what's going to happen as the worst scenario or the must scenario. We're all going to die.
What happens if everyone in the world starts using Bitcoin? He's like, everyone's going to die. It was just something ridiculous like that. So you see corporate media and Wall Street Journal, like being part of the legacy media, they're dying out. And man, they're more interested in the narrative and controlling people than they are in reporting the facts, right? So you see this with independent creators. Independent creators are, man, you'll actually get the truth from them. These people are bought and paid for, right? So
totally.
Man, and look, again, it goes back to what we were talking about with Crypto Bastardo. These guys are the closest to the money spigot. They benefit from the fiat system. So it's actually to their loss, if Bitcoin does become the world reserve currency, which we do believe it will at Simply Bitcoin.
Yep.
So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Anyways, Phil, it's time for
the Daily Meme Review.
All right, everybody. The meme for today is brought to us by one of the meme lords. Yeah, one of the meme lords that created Laser Ray until 100K. RD_BTC. Definitely give them a follow for the best memes. But anyways, let's check it out. So it's Pope Francis, that infamous tweet that we reported on a couple days ago, right? About, the climate FUD, the energy FUD, right? We've been talking about that subject so much, but RD's tweet is epic. He says, "You might need to speak to your boss, bro." And in the tweet, it says, "Oh my God, you finally gave them sound money. How's it going?" And it's Jesus speaking to God. And God says, "Well, some idiots think it's wasting energy." Amazing meme by one of the meme lords. Definitely applies perfectly to the Pope. And it's crazy because I feel like this meme was created before the Pope tweeted that.
Yeah, I know. I think so too. I totally agree. I think it was definitely. I think it was created like a week or two before he actually tweeted that.
It's crazy. So that's a hell of a coincidence.
It was awesome.
That's a hell of a coincidence.
I died when I first saw that.
Yeah,
meme.
no, it was an epic meme and perfect for the Pope tweet. Because what the hell's the Pope? It's so weird. Anyways,
what the fuck does he know about the environment?
I'm going to give that my completed Crypto Cloaks Trident case, which Phil definitely ended up soldering for me. Like I've been saying he's been gonna do for the last couple months. That's what he did. A soldered, complete, awesome node case. Anyways, what are you gonna give it, Phil?
All right. Okay. That was hilarious. And you know what? It was refreshing. It was super funny. And based on that, I am gonna give it my Starbucks Strawberry Mango Refresher.
Excellent score for an excellent meme from one of the meme lords. But anyways, Phil, it's time for
the Daily News, sponsored by
Crypto Cloaks.
All right, everybody. So the news for today, it made quite a big splash. But check this out. Before I get to the news, I want to point out Cynthia Lummis actually retweeted what we're going to talk about today. She says, "This is crazy." I feel like that's important, Phil, because, Cynthia Lummis has been, whether she realizes it or not, she has been pushing this idea that inflation is bad. It steals from your assets. That's a U.S. senator saying that, right? That inflation steals from you. So I think that whether she's conscious of it or not, right? She's pushing, the Bitcoin narrative, right? The Bitcoin, the Satoshi gospel, right? So she points out this is crazy, right? And what she's linking is essentially this New York Times article, right? Of Biden to propose $6 trillion budget to make U.S. more competitive,
oh my
right?
God.
Check this out. The president's plans to invest in infrastructure, education, healthcare, and more would push federal spending to its highest sustained levels since World War II. But dude, I have some good news. We have the new, I would say the new mainstream type of media. We were talking about this the other day. You see the Tim Pools, right? The Joe Rogans, right? That's the new media, right? Establishment media is dying out. We saw, a stat the other day. Don Lemon's show, his CNN show, has fallen by 77% in viewership, right? So, Tim Pool, I would say, is mainstream or is going to become mainstream real quick. Now, one of the really interesting parts, Phil, was that he mentions in the video that we just played, essentially that inflation that's going to happen because of this $6 trillion spending plan that Joe Biden proposes is going to steal from the poor. Listen to these words. Is going to steal from the poor and give to the rich. He mentioned the Cantillon effect. A mainstream podcaster mentioned the Cantillon effect.
The rich are going to get richer. Joe Biden proposes $6 trillion budget that would break debt records going back to World War II. And I say it's good news because now it means you get to keep ragging on the wealthy. You don't have to give up your political positions. There's no victory in sight, so you can keep complaining about the same things without fear of having to learn anything. You see, voting for Joe Biden was perfect if all you want to do is constantly complain about the rich and not actually have to do anything. And the best part is you'll be getting poorer while all of this happens, which will exacerbate the problem and make your claims that much more credible.
And right after, around 2 minutes into the video, which we didn't have enough time to play, he mentioned that it was Max and Stacy when they came onto his show that, he learned about this stuff. So the fact that the public is learning about the Cantillon effect, man, makes me super bullish.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. So look, I mean, at this point, we've said it before. The rabbit, super bullish. The rabbit's out of the hat. They've got no tricks left. Okay. And what's really sad is that they announced these budgets. Oh yeah, we're going to print another $6 trillion. How much of that is actually, again, inflation aside, how much of that is actually staying in the country to help to help Americans, right? How much of it is staying here? It's disgusting. These people all line their pockets and everyone just gets stuck, struggling from one paycheck to the next.
Absolutely.
It's just disgusting, you know? So you know what? Like I'm really glad to hear, you know, like that Tim Pool is like receptive to this information. He's got he's got a massive audience, and I never thought I would hear, you know, like more mainstream media talk about things like the Cantillon effect.
Dude, it's
like
crazy.
I never thought I would hear or Cantillon effect. I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, Cantillon. We don't know.
My living truth, help me.
Yeah, man. The Cantillon. I'm just gonna say the Cantillon because it's fun to say. But yeah, man, it's crazy to hear him say that. It's awesome. I feel like we're close, and I keep saying that. I said that in Crypto Bastardo show. We're close to the singularity, Phil.
We are. It's happening.
It's
all these walls are crumbling.
We're almost over the hill. But
walls are crumbling.
If inflation wasn't enough, check this out. An article today by The Block, right? The U.S. Treasury wants to expand crypto reporting to fight offshore tax evasion. The Treasury has released its revenue explanations for 2022 in tandem with the White House publication of the Biden budget. Alongside broad aims to close tax loopholes and expand the IRS, the Treasury has put crypto asset brokers, including exchanges, on notice as to new reporting requirements on underlying beneficial ownership. Right? So this is what we've been talking about for a long time, Phil. They're trying to fit the old system onto the new system, and it just doesn't work, right? Like we had Alex Gladstein on the show the other day, and he essentially explained that the NGU technology and freedom enabling technology are like you can't disconnect them. They come together. So and you have Cynthia Lummis fighting for Bitcoin, you have Mayor Suarez also fighting for Bitcoin, being Bitcoin friendly. So like I said on yesterday's show, it's kind of like a poison pill, right? Because as soon as the government starts opening up to Bitcoin businesses, it also enables the people to have freedom as well. What you're seeing with Biden is a crackdown to pay for these spending plans that he never announced these, right? And again, guys, we don't lean left, right, anyway, we lean Bitcoin, but it's crazy that this guy mentioned nothing. And then he's just like, oh, look, here's $6 trillion. It's going to cause poor people to lose money, their savings, right? Because poor people are the ones that actually save in cash. And of course, it's going to benefit the rich. But it gets worse. They also want to make sure that you have no release valve. Right?
That's right.
But it's just going to force Bitcoiners like me and you, Phil, right? Like we've always said, we don't have anything against paying taxes. But we're just going to stay in Bitcoin because we know that if we convert it to fiat, we're going to get stuck with the heavy tax bill.
Yeah.
So,
this kind of reminds me of Nassim Taleb, Fragile Nassim's book, The Bed of Procrustes. Okay, and in the Bed of Procrustes, right? What happens when a person was too tall, he would cut off their legs so they would fit the bed, and when they were too short, he would stretch them out so they would fit the bed. Okay, and that is exactly what they are doing with this fucking Frankenstein system that they're trying to put over crypto. Sorry, I can't believe I just said crypto. Ugh. Over Bitcoin, okay? Like, really what they need to do is the hard work that they've never had to do, the hard work that they don't understand to do, right? Which is sit down and say, hey, we're going into a whole new world, and we need to better understand it. And we actually need to serve the fucking people we've been screwing for the last 200 years. And I just don't think I just don't think that's going to happen. There's way too much rot. There's way too many people that are just way too comfortable and don't actually want to, there was a time when people would do uncomfortable things for the better, for the better future of everyone. And we have totally lost that fucking spirit.
Absolutely, and it goes back to that amazing website, like What the F Happened in 1971. You start to see the stagnation of salaries. You start to see that, and then you wonder, like, is the moral decay of society connected with the disconnection of money from reality? Right, because as soon as you disconnected the dollar from gold, right, it's like proof of stake. It was based on nothing, right? There was nothing holding it back. And Bitcoin just brings money back to reality. In fact, it anchors it to reality because no matter what, you need to spend electricity. No matter who you are, no matter your government, you still have to spend the same amount of electricity to get that Bitcoin, right? So, man, I'm so looking forward, and I'm so hopeful for the future because we're going back to fucking better fucking money.
Yes.
Better money.
Better money.
Better money. But anyways, Phil, there was a website by Plebs. Why don't you show everybody?
Websites by Plebs or Plebs. All right, everyone. Our website by Plebs or Plebs, okay, is by Keep It Simple Bitcoin or Kiss Bitcoin. And his website, keepitsimplebitcoin.com, specifically how to use Join Market Bitcoin privacy software. Okay, he offers a wonderful step-by-step guide on how to use Join Market. This is totally important. Okay, for people who don't know what that is, this allows you, okay, to essentially be able to earn on your liquidity, your Bitcoin liquidity, without having to sacrifice the way that people do on these, these shitty lending platforms. Okay, where you go and you move it all to some other website and you've got no access, and poof, one day they've got your Bitcoin and you don't have anything. Anyways, keep it simple. Keep it simple Bitcoin.com. Check him out.
Absolutely, man. That guy's a fellow pleb, fellow YouTuber as well.
I think he's been on our. He was like
one of the first.
One of the first.
Awesome channel. He makes some really quality content, man. Some of the best tutorials. It doesn't have any personality in it. It's just straight to the point with some simple music.
It's fantastic.
Very easy to consume. But anyways, guys, that was our show. If you enjoyed the show, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Smash it.
Hit each other now.
And of course, if you want to continue hearing the news from the Bitcoin perspective, definitely consider subscribing, and we will see you tomorrow for another episode of Simply Bitcoin.
No fucking shitcoins.
Woo!